edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Sport. And today, we wish happy birthday to the one, the only, Matthew. How are you?
Thank you, Sport. Thank you, Sport. Yeah, it's good to be here. Chilling out.
Yeah,
on the port. Tony, my guy.
Hell yeah, dude.
Renee's here.
Michael in the vicinity.
Michael's coming.
But what a day. So good to have you here.
Good to be back, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a minute for Sports Sport. We've enjoyed Gaming Corner.
Yeah, that was dope. Great time. If only Prefer. You know what I want for my birthday, dude? I want Prefer here.
Yeah.
Prefer, where are you? Show your face.
But we have a full slate ahead today. But let's just jump right into it. The world of the National Football League.
6 for 101, 2 touchdowns. To Evans, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
How about that throw?
Sam Darnold blasted. Oh my goodness, did he take a hit? In trouble once, brings him down. Lost one for Odell Beckham Jr. Got it down, touchdown.
Coming in hot right here. Devils, let's go, baby. Happy birthday, Matt. Devils got you the win. And then Matthew himself comments, actually. While Matthew's right here, Matthew's commenting and watching and listening and talking at the same time.
It's a multicast. It's a multi-deal today.
Yes.
A little bit of everything all at the same time. Everything and everywhere. All at once.
What a day. What a life.
Rangers, they're not playing tonight. Sorry.
Michael, I have to say, though, I told you credit where credit is due. Very impressive stuff, what the Devils are doing right now. And I think the key is, because, we saw, like in baseball, for instance, the Yankees, the Mets go through these hot streaks.
Devils are ridiculous.
This past season. It's all about what you do after that hot streak is over, because we saw in both cases, the teams, once they hit that rut, they weren't really able to get back to that form. So that's the key. Down the stretch, will the Devils win 10-11 in a row, make it to an Eastern Conference final? Time will tell.
They're like the Rangers
but they're
from
definitely
last year right now.
Putting the work in, and yeah, exactly. Younger team, just like our Jets, going to take care of business this weekend. We'll talk about that as well.
I'm so pumped, bro.
We got the frenzy coming up. But first, let's just talk about last night. It's over. I have to say I was completely wrong about this one. The Packers fall to 4-7. 4-7 after a 27-17 defeat at the hands of the Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry becoming the first running back in the NFL to 1,000 yards, had 87 last night.
Who said
Ryan Tannehill, though, yesterday. 333, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Still good.
Have to give him credit there. I did not see that coming at all. And then Derrick Henry with a touchdown pass as well. So he had a really good game. And they really featured first-year wide receiver Treylon Burks. 7 receptions, 111 yards. He had missed some time with injury. So the Titans, I think they've won 6 out of 7 and are humming right now. Obviously, the Packers, I think it's
dead in the water,
6 out of 7 they've lost.
Dude, they are so
4-7. I mean, it's over. I mean, I've been saying the run's coming. No, there is no run. It's over. And I think the biggest thing is, Rodgers' inaccuracy, the defense not playing up to their potential, and then they're not having the big successful, games in the running game. I mean, it worked last week with Dallas, but 19 for 56 on the ground. I mean, that's not going to get it done. There's just no consistency whatsoever. And
Rodgers sucks, dude.
But it sucks.
He's got no one to throw the ball to, dude.
See,
but he missed
it. But he does look like he is.
He's lost a step or two, and he's even said it in the post game conference, right? He's tried to blame it on the thumb a little bit, But he's like, oh no, like he missed 2 big passes, late in the game too.
Yeah,
absolutely sailed one, I think, to Watkins. I want to say,
yes, he did.
Right, and then another 3rd and 12 could have been converted on 3rd down here. Bad pass there, go 3 and out. I mean, he's fucking up, dude. Like he is fucking up, and he is taking some accountability for himself, I'm sure. But I mean, you think of the narrative like in which what his position was in the league coming into the season. It was up in the air. It was him not going to preseason practices, barely showing up for camp, and now here he is, like not doing as well as he could be doing.
I don't know. I think there's definitely some truth to, losing a tick or two off the fastball. But I do think the biggest thing is like continuity, a comfort level. I mean, obviously he has that with Randall Cobb, but everyone else, he doesn't have the same rapport as he had with Devontae Adams. And I think that's the biggest problem. I mean, he may have, and I think he's still growing, he's still learning, he's still improving, but he may have an emerging star in Christian Watson, who has 5 touchdowns the past 2 weeks, had 2 touchdown catches last night on 6 targets. So, that might be something to build with for the future, but it's like, how do you finish out this year? You'd have to win 6 in a row to go 10-7. They're not going to do that. I mean, we might be looking at like a 7-10 season, which is just
probably.
That's what I said yesterday. I think, right?
Yeah, they're not going to finish above 500.
So, I mean, really not much to talk about in terms of them. I mean, they're done. But as far as the Titans are concerned, I mean, they're in the driver's seat in that AFC South. Henry, I have to say, I would say he's not at vintage Henry, but he's so much better than I thought he would be this year. I told Tony all preseason.
Oh, Derek Henry?
It wasn't going to be the same, too much wear and tear. But he's having a nice year. And if Ryan Tannehill is going to play like this, 22 out of 27, I know the Packers are struggling, but just out of him, I was just not expecting that. And then if Burks is an emerging receiver, their defense plays the way it did last night, they're not going to be an easy out in the playoffs, but it's all about getting teams to respect Tannehill passing the ball.
Do you think he can keep this up at all, what he did last night?
It really is situational. But let me tell you, and we're going to talk about them soon. Let's say a playoff game against New York Jets. I think you might have some trouble. Sauce.
Really, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. No, definitely.
The Packers defense isn't playing that well. So
it'll be interesting. It'll be Henry versus that defense.
Right. And I think, we'll be fine. Our run defense, I think, has been pretty good. And you look at what's coming up for the Titans next week, the Bengals. And then at the Eagles. So let's see Tannehill have 300 yards against those teams.
Oh, yeah. Look at Matty in this double box right now, dude.
Not going to happen.
A more serious conversation.
Talking to me, dude?
Yeah, talking to you, dude. Looking good. Double box here. That Rangers hat.
Looks phenomenal.
The Mamba mentality, dude.
It's phenomenal. I have the Rangers hat on. Too bad they don't win anymore.
I know, dude. Yeah, the Devils hat.
That's all right, though. Yeah.
No, but everything's all right. Everything's good.
No, we're going to be fine early in the season, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's only November.
Don't worry about it now.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Dude, Tannehill though, not throwing 300 yards in either of these next 2 games. Just saying it right now.
What would you guys say % chance that Tennessee wins a playoff game?
80.
Matthew?
Dude, I kind of just it's 50-50. I know obviously 50-50, but I truly do feel like that. Like,
I mean,
I don't know one way or the other.
I don't mean to
it's
sound
tough
extreme,
to get a read on them, dude.
But I'm going to say 0. I mean, you think about who they're going to play. Miami, the Jets, Buffalo, Baltimore, Cincinnati, Kansas City.
Yeah.
I mean, who would we say they match up well against?
Baltimore?
But
yeah, because
Lamar drops the ball.
Teams, you think Baltimore's defense is probably
well, because actually now that I think they did
pole.
beat Baltimore, but it was I think 3 years ago or whatever in the playoffs.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
so.
I would say Lamar, but also though we have to keep in mind because we've had this thought process with Matthew Stafford and other quarterbacks where we say, oh well, they can't win playoff games or whatever, and Lamar has that stigma right now. But who's to say he doesn't go on a run this year? I mean, he's so talented. It could happen. I just haven't been impressed with his passing this year. And I know injuries play a part in it. But it's going to be interesting to see. I think they're playing Carolina at home. They're 13-point favorites. So this is a game where, he shouldn't pass for $1.25. He should pass for 350. So let's see if he actually does that,
Yeah, he'll probably run for 350 instead.
Yeah, that'd be crazy if
that's
he ran
more
for
likely.
350, dude.
And
that'd be insane.
So what do you think here, Matthew? I mean, we always do the frenzy.
Brian.
Do you want to join in on each game? Like,
I mean, I'll pick. Yeah.
All right.
When I'm here, I'll pick. We'll do it like that.
Yeah, because we go over every game, but I'll start. You follow.
All right,
Tony will introduce the game.
And you're here today, Matthew.
I am here today.
Yes.
The one thing you have to do first, Tony. Can we get some music?
Oh, dude.
Cue the music,
absolutely, dude. Here we go.
Cue
A
it.
little slow internet here. Hold on. It's loading.
Hold on now. No, you just hold on.
Oh, no, we got it, though. We got it. It's in here, man. And we get this double box back up here for Matthew here. Bang. There we go.
We just got to tick up on the volume.
Barnes,
dude,
needs
you know what,
dude?
You handle it over there. I'll handle the audio mixing, okay? That's what you want, dude? Yeah, baby, let's fucking go! All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is week 11. Oh, my goodness. All right, first game here. As you know, we're starting off with the 1 o'clock slot here. No international games this week. We got the Browns. They're going to be visiting Buffalo, but not in Buffalo because of the snow, which is kind of whack. They're going to be in Detroit. I don't know if that plays any type of play in anyone's picks here, but they're playing the Bills here. Buffalo, 8 points is the spread here. 1 o'clock game. What do we think here? Josh Allen, elbow, I don't know.
2-game losing streak for the Bills. We know the Browns passing game with Brissett can't measure up to that of the Buffalo Bills. I think playing indoors helps. Josh Allen's going to air it out. And I think I kind of alluded to this with the Browns in past matchups. They're going to run the ball early. They're going to be in it early. But then Josh Allen, Diggs, Gabe Davis, they're going to get going late. And I think they're going to win this one by a touchdown. But the line is 8. So sharp bettors probably going to take the Browns. Kidding? Matthew, what do you think?
Dude, let me tell you something. I feel bad for Cleveland. They're going to get shellacked. They're going to get shellacked this game. Like, the Bills have lost 2 in a row. No way they're losing 3 in a row. And they're playing inside. They're used to the cold anyway. And so is, Cleveland obviously is too. But, I mean, dude, the Bills are going to smack around the Browns.
3 touchdowns or something?
Dude, my final score is 45-3, dude.
Wow.
45-3. Yeah, it's over. It's over for the Browns.
I forgot to
I'm sorry, Steve. Feckle's big Browns fan.
I forgot to give a score. I'm gonna say in a shootout, let's say 41-34.
Unbelievable. What do you guys think about the game getting changed locations here? Kind of whack, or
it must be must be pretty bad.
Yeah,
it's gonna be pretty bad.
I heard
up there.
upwards of 6 feet of snow.
I know.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, it would have been dope to see, though.
It would have, but you couldn't see. That would be
Does
the problem.
Buffalo they're not in a dome? No dome in Buffalo?
No,
in the new one, though.
No, it is.
Or not.
It is. I don't know. We gotta check that.
Oh, the research department, Renee. Anyway, our next game here, still in the 1 o'clock as we go. Game 2 here on Sunday. We have the Detroit Lions, okay, getting their stadium used while they're not there, I assume, in the Meadowlands, New Jersey, against the Giants. Will Bryan continue to doubt the Giants? Find out right now.
Detroit, 28, Giants 10. I'm sorry.
When will you learn?
The Super Bowl silliness with the Giants needs to stop. Listen, they've had a great game, but they're not contenders. Not this year. They're one step ahead of themselves. Saquon's been great, but you're going to tell me in the shootout you can rely on Daniel Jones to pass for 350 and 3 scores? Not going to happen. But the Lions, with one of many upsets this week, will win this game.
Matthew, don't you do it.
No, I'm not doing it, dude. I'm taking the Giants, bro.
What a smart
I'm taking the
man.
Giants. It's going to be a close one, though. 27-23. And, Saquon looks like, potential MVP candidate.
Literally unstoppable.
Dude, Detroit, like, their record doesn't reflect, I feel like, what, Parcells, how are you? You are what your record says you are. But, Giants just playing really well. Detroit, they're going to give them a tough time, I think, but Giants are going to pull away. Close one, though. 27-23. Detroit's getting, how do you say his name again?
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah. So that's a big, coming back for them. And the Giants are going to, tough it out, and 27-23 victory for them.
All right, our next game here, third of the day. We have some NFL on FOX, baby. In Atlanta, the Falcons hosting the Bears. I'm actually really curious to see where Bryan goes here.
One thing
oh boy,
is you can't rely on the Falcons.
There we go.
I know the Bears aren't perfect, but Justin Fields
coming into his
is
own,
growing before our eyes, and wins are tough to come by. But he's just running the ball up and down the field with a lot of success. He has 749 yards already, 6 touchdowns. I mean, he could blow away Lamar Jackson's single-season record for rushing yards if he keeps up this pace. And I think he's going to have another big game in this one. I'm not that impressed with the Falcons' defense as well. So I think Fields, give him 250 yards passing, as well as 100 on the ground. The Bears, as a team, run for 200 yards, defeating the Falcons here 35-14.
Matthew.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bears.
Got it, dude.
Atlanta does not really impress me. Mariota, they have Cordero, Patterson, Drake London. They have good Kyle Pitts, so good playmakers on offense, but the defense sucks. And, the offense is not going to be able to hold against Chicago, I don't think. Chicago, obviously, they're rebuilding. I like those 2 trades they made, dude. They got rid of those 2 guys in Roquan Smith, and then who's the other one again?
The defensive lineman.
Robert
Quinn.
So, Robert Quinn. Yeah. So both those guys getting the picks for Justin Fields. I've been saying the last couple of weeks, the Bears are doing what the Bengals did first, the Jets are doing now, and the Bears, I feel like, are kind of copying that blueprint, dude. Right?
No. It's
Justin
crazy
Fields is
too.
nice, dude.
And I said this last week. We basically wrote off Justin Fields' bust. Now all of a sudden he's the best quarterback in that draft class.
Yeah.
Because you
crazy
put him
that
in
him
the
and
right
Wilson
situation.
are in the same draft class.
Yeah,
that's
but
nuts.
I know Michael hates me talking about it, but at the time I really did say I wanted Fields instead.
So did I. Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
But I was pumped with
Michael's rolling over right now.
I was pumped with
he gets so tight,
with
but it's
Wilson.
like Zach's gonna still step up.
But
though.
dude,
It's like,
he's
it's not
going
that I
to
don't
though,
want it
dude.
happen. I'm
He
just
will.
a little frustrated.
He will.
But it's normal for me to want more. I mean,
this is the process, dude.
Yeah.
This is the process.
So let's see.
But I'm taking the Bears, dude. 21-10.
All right.
Love it. As the music ends, transitions to the next song. Let's go to our next game here. Philadelphia, the once undefeated 8-0 team, now 8-1, trying to bounce back here in Indianapolis against the Colts. Brian,
Saturday.
I think I know where you're going here. Say it.
I don't think you do.
You own Eagles?
Wow.
No, okay, maybe no.
I thought you were
going to say the Colts. No way.
Trying to jump the
way.
gun here. The Eagles this week, they did add veteran defensive tackles Linval Joseph and Ndamukong Suh. What is this, 2015? That doesn't matter. Those guys are almost 40 years old. And I think the Eagles are a little overrated. They definitely have had an easy schedule to start. And this is my upset lock of the week here. The Colts getting 7 at home. Are you kidding? Jeff Saturday's pumped up. Matt Ryan's pumped up. Jonathan Taylor's pumped up. I'm going to say the Colts here, they're going to run for 200 yards on the ground. They're going to stifle that Eagles offense here, and they're going to defeat the Philadelphia Eagles 28-14.
Wow. That's insane. Wow, dude. That's wild. I think it's going to be the complete opposite. I think Philly's going to smack them around, dude. I think their defense is going to be in Matt Ryan's face the whole game.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, third best defense in the NFL.
Jalen Hurts is going to throw for 250 yards and run for 100 yards at least, and have 1 touchdown on the ground and throw for at least 3 touchdowns, dude. So I'm taking the Eagles 33, Colts 14.
No
answer.
Oh, no
answer.
Philly. No answer for Philly.
We have none.
This next game here, I'm going to re-cue the music for this one.
Let's go.
Get up, Siege.
Come on, Renee. Let's go.
Here we go. This is it. This is Brian's game of the day, baby. 1 o'clock. Let's go. CBS. Your New York Jets are going to be in New England against the Patriots. It's Belichick. It's Zach Wilson. It's Saleh. Who's proving what? Brian, what do you think?
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
Jets. The streak is over. We have taken down Mighty Bill. The Jets will defeat the Patriots here. I'm going to say 21-17. Zach Wilson, 3 touchdowns, all to Garrett Wilson. Michael Carter runs for $120. And after the game, Belichick refuses to talk to the media.
Wow.
That's what we want. Michael knows it. Matthew knows it. Tony knows it. Renee knows it. We all know it. Let's go.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. I'm with Barnes 1,000%. This is going to be a big, big Sunday for the Jets, dude. In terms of the whole, there's so much at stake here, dude. Like first place for the division, slaying the Pats, dude. Get them off our back, dude. Just the constant foot on the throat, dude, from Billy Boy And the boys up in New England, dude, tired of it, sick of it, dude. And this Sunday, it all changes, bro. In their house, in Foxborough, dude. Jets, tight game, 27-24. Game-winning field goal, dude.
Let's go,
As
dude.
time expires in the fourth quarter.
It's been
Billy Boy gets tight.
It's been 10 years.
Dude, it's time, bro. Here it is, dude. It's the flip of the switch, dude. And we're gonna be in first place in the division. Let's go, dude. Big thing for the Jets. This is a big game for the franchise's history, dude. This is history changing for the franchise.
In the making,
dude.
As Michael thinks Barnes should do the hype speech for the Jets in the locker room. Barnes would relish the opportunity, I'm sure. Tough to follow up that prediction here for the Jets, but we're going to keep on going here. We're going to be in New Orleans next. The Saints hosting the Rams. Battle of two very disappointing teams here. One we knew disappointing, I thought. Another one probably one of the worst, I feel like, Super Bowl defending teams ever. In the Rams. Brian, what do you think?
I mean, can we say a tie? Is that all right here? I mean, both teams are just absolutely atrocious. I just want to look here, too, what we see on the Stafford injury front. I'm guessing, judging by the line, he's not expected to play, but actually, never mind. Full participant in practice on Thursday, so I guess that means he's in. I hate this one. I hate this one so much.
Just say it. Just do it.
But I'm gonna take the Rams. I'm gonna take the Rams.
Wow.
The Saints. No,
I like it though, Barnes. I like it.
Nolans. Listen, the Rams are a joke. They're a mess. But also, Andy Dalton is leading the way for the Saints.
We've seen some big things out of him.
Look like a mess. Maybe if they had Michael Thomas, maybe if Alvin Kamara wasn't ripped every game, they would have a chance to win. But for whatever reason,
he's ripped.
He's geeked out.
They're not winning games. Neither are the Rams, but the Rams are going to win this one in probably the ugliest game of this NFL season.
God.
The Rams defeat the Saints 13-10. Matthew Gay from 45 for the win.
Wow. They're going to say Matthew Gay, Brielle. I might as well just go kick for them, dude.
Right?
It could be Matthew Gabriel instead of Matthew Gay.
Dude, that'd be wow.
That'd be dope.
Now I see what you said there. Gabriel. Yeah, you're Matthew
Gabriel.
My
drift, dude?
Yes, dude.
Dude, I'm taking the Saints, man. I can't believe the Rams, dude, how much they suck.
Dude.
Aaron Donald, he must be – think he's a little tight, Brian. You think he's tight?
No. You know why?
Because he likes to come back. You like money.
He already won last year, so it doesn't
Everybody
count.
likes money, Tony. Am I wrong?
I love
money.
Kamara on the weekends.
It's
probably,
green,
dude, probably.
delicious.
It's close. It's not, either way, battle of two shitty teams, as Brian was saying. So I'm rolling with the Saints, dude. They're in New Orleans.
I said that.
Andy Dalton throws for like 175, 2 touchdowns. No Cooper Kupp for the Rams, dude. Cam Akers, bro, I'm so tight. I have him on my fantasy team.
Oh, it's horrible.
Done absolutely nothing this year. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. But, just completely beat. So, Rams down, Cooper Kupp, who's also on my fantasy team. Go figure. And New Orleans, I'm rolling with them. They're home. 14-10 Saints over the Rams, dude.
Love it, dude. Next game here. Still in the 1 o'clock time slot here. Gee, feels like forever. The Panthers are going to be in Baltimore against the Purple Birds. Wow. You think Lamar has what it takes, Brian?
Well, does your guy have what it takes? Because Baker Mayfield back in the saddle.
Who is he? Thought,
getting the start in this one. So, maybe some new life through a couple touchdown passes. No. Absolutely not. Biggest blowout of the week.
Wow.
49-0. Ravens over the Panthers. Lamar Jackson with his best game since week 3. 5 touchdowns, 3 on the ground, 2 through the air, and give Gus Edwards a rushing touchdown as well. Pitching the shutout, not only for the Ravens, but for my fantasy team. Let's go, Birds.
Rolling with the Ravens. Am I agree with Brian 100%. Baltimore, Lamar Jackson will probably run for like 150 yards just because he wants to. He won't even have to. Just do it. Scoring touchdowns left and right, dude. He's going to run in for 2. He's going to throw 2 at least. And Carolina's going to have no answer for the Ravens offense. As far as the Panthers offense is concerned, dude, Baker Mayfield's going to have a tough time of it. And Ravens are going to smack around the Panthers 34-14.
Nice.
win.
Oh, wow. Big win here for the Ravens. We'll
Big
see
win.
about that, though. Next game here. I think this is our final 1 o'clock game. Finally, dude. We're going to be in Houston. Believe it or not. They are hosting the Commanders, coming off a big win as of recently. What do you think here, Brian?
You know, it is a little tricky because you got to consider a couple of things.
5-5 Washington.
I know.
On paper and the way they played recently, Commanders a lot better than the Texans. I know it's one of those things. The big win against the Eagles. You come back next week, you lay an egg. But I don't know. I just think the Commanders, Heineke, there's something with Heineke. The numbers aren't crazy, but for some reason, they're competitive, they're tough, they win. And I tell Tony, the 3 biggest things in life, water, running the football, and having a farm system in Major League Baseball. And clearly, I mean, the Commanders are not playing baseball, but they drink water, they run the football. Love the way Brian Robertson and Antonio Gibson run the ball. They're going to run for 250 yards here, shutting out the Texans 21-0.
Wow. Dude, you need a T-shirt that has those.
I was going to say that.
How is
listed on it.
I mean,
I love it. I love it.
You see the parallel.
100%, dude. Yeah, I'm going to roll with the Commanders, dude. Houston's just absolutely dreadful, dude. They're awful. I'm tight for Brandon Cooks, dude. I wish that they traded him, bro.
Yeah, Jerry didn't want to pay the piper.
Yeah, it's tough. You should, dude. Imagine if Dallas had him.
Yeah,
it'd be a big pickup for them, dude. It's another somebody dope receiver for Dak to throw to. But dude, Washington, big win last week. I feel like they have a little momentum going, obviously, from that. So they're gonna carry it over to this week and shut them out 25-0. Washington.
Can
we get a restart of the music for the 4 o'clock game?
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. What did you say, Brian? That was honestly, it was beautiful voice for the 4 o'clock game.
I want to know the name of that song. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're saying right now, Brian.
It's like I don't know
what broadcast is it on?
No, dude, it's not on a broadcast. Bro. It's just like an epic, like they'll use
NFL films.
They'll use, dude, yes, exactly, bro. That's it.
All right, our next game, we're going to the 4 o'clock time slot. We're at 4:05 p.m., and that's right. You heard it, 4 o'clock. Reset the music. We have the Broncos riding at home in Denver against the Raiders. Oh, Derek Carr, Brian Barnaby, what do you say?
Hey, have we ever had a 0-0 game?
I don't think so, no.
This is really tough. I mean, let's be real.
6-3?
Both teams look like complete shit. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Who's more of a joke though, Russell Wilson or Josh McDaniels? It's really
I'm going to say Wilson on that one.
The one thing I will say, the Raiders look absolutely awful, but we did see Derek Carr basically crying at the press conference last week.
So bad.
I think though, Tony, he does have more heart than Russell Wilson and possibly the Denver Broncos. So let's go Derek Carr. The Raiders 0-5 on the road, picking up their first road victory of the season. 17-3 over the Broncos. Nathaniel Hackett doesn't make it on the tarmac.
Hackett's probably going to hack one up, dude, after they get obliterated.
You're fired.
Dude.
Get out of here.
Fired, dude.
I was just going to say, too, though. Have we ever seen 2 first-year head coaches
Let me finish, Tony.
doing worse of jobs go heads up against each other? I think it's collectively the worst 2 first-year head coaches.
Do you think McDaniels is better though? I do than Hackett. I do.
Yeah,
they both suck right now. But
Denver was pretty bad, and he had over 10 years to learn, and he hasn't.
I at least feel like the Raiders players back up McDaniels. The Broncos players I want nothing to do with Hackett.
He doesn't need
you want to talk
management.
You want to talk about
that was a joke.
Somebody being geek, dude?
Yeah.
How about Russell Wilson, bro? Mr. Unlimited. You know, say, hey, Russell, what's your alter ego? I told him, Mr. Unlimited. Dude, what a fucking chief, bro. I've never seen a bigger chief in my life after that video of Russell Wilson. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's probably on YouTube, bro. The Russell Wilson, Mr. Unlimited video. Dude, I can't even believe that was a real thing. Russell Wilson, dude, it's over for him now with me after that. Can't ever back him again, dude. It was too much. It was too unlimited.
So Raiders win?
So Raiders win.
So I think the Broncos
I
anyway.
have to just say my piece about that video, bro. That was the most embarrassing thing.
I
I've
really
ever seen
wanted you
in
to
my
take the Broncos
entire
anyway,
life,
really.
So Raiders 21, Denver 7. 21-7. Raiders over the Broncos. Dude, Russell Wilson throws for only 105 yards, dude. This sucks.
Next game up, 20 minutes after the Raiders and Broncos kick off. America's team, that's right, the Dallas Cowboys.
They're
gonna
not,
be in
though. They're really
Minnesota playing the Vikings here. Cowboys 6-3. Vikings surprisingly 8-1 here. Dallas is -5.5. Brian, I'm actually curious. I think it's gonna be a great game here.
This is. I mean, I think this is probably going to be the game of the day. Here in Minnesota. And it's tough because you look at this. I mean, really, Dallas has had a good year, but Minnesota, has been almost the best team in the NFC. Up there with Philadelphia. But I just think Kirk Cousins, big spot. I know we just beat the Bills, but come on, let's be real. That took a lot of luck.
That's how much.
Are you choking on an almond?
Yeah, okay, everybody relax.
We got no, bro.
No, I'm just
We
kidding.
can't have you die from choking on an almond.
That's what makes sure you're okay,
that took
dude.
a lot of luck. Josh Allen
okay,
fumbling that football. So I honestly think the Vikings are gonna lay an egg here. I really do. I think Dallas is pissed off after getting embarrassed, blowing a 14-point lead last week against the Packers. So I'm gonna say Dallas in this one. Let's say 35-10. Kirk Cousins. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 interceptions, including 2 Micah Parsons pick sixes.
Holy criminy, man. That's fucking insane, Barnes. I can't believe that. I'm taking the opposite theme for this game, dude. This is going to be a tight one, bro. This is going to be a tight one. Final score is going to be 33-30. Time expiring field goal kicking by Minnesota. It's going to be back and forth game. Offensive explosion, dude. For both teams, I think Kirk Cousins, dude, is going to have a nice little day for himself. Throws for around like 250, 275 yards, couple tutties, 3 tutties. Then you're going to have, oh my God, why am I blanking on the running back right now, dude? Dalvin Cook, dude. At least running for 105 yards at least, dude. A touchdown or 2 for him. And, dude, Dallas, same thing on their side. I think Dak is going to have a nice day throwing the ball, dude. CeeDee Lamb, I feel like he's primed for a big day here. And it's going to be a close one, dude. I'm taking Minnesota 33-30. Time expiring field goal for them. And Dallas gets their hearts broken again, dude. And you love to see that, dude. Love to see Dallas get their hearts broken for the fans, dude. Worst fan base in the NFL, dude. The most beat fan base in the NFL.
We saw
Annoying.
The catch last week he made in Buffalo. Is Justin Jefferson the best receiver in the NFL?
Dude, top 3. I don't know if he's the best though.
You got Jamal.
I feel like before he got hurt, Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I just feel like though with Cooper Kupp, he's really good. But
At least
they
top
just
5.
The way they jump though, I'll take them over him any day.
Yeah, no, Jamar Chase. You said that right, Jamar
speed,
Chase. Dude, when he's healthy, oh my God,
Frontline speed.
Him and Jefferson. You got Waddle too, even. Tyreek.
Tyreek. Yeah. Tony, who's the best receiver in the NFL? Don't look up. You're deflecting, dude.
What did you say? I heard Tyreek Hill. It's got to be Tyreek Hill, right?
Come
on, honestly.
Okay.
Dude. Best.
I think if I was drafting though a team and I would start with Jefferson, given the age, the size,
no,
the speed,
stop it, dude.
The catchability.
I might say Jamar Chase, to be honest.
Jamar Chase.
That's why because Hill's a little older. I don't know how many more years he's going to have that frontline speed. But continue on, Anthony.
Frontline speed as we continue on downtime and some great frontline speed as we're still here. 4:25 time slot. Love the 4 o'clock time slots. Midday. Take a little break. Here we go.
I think we could group that with the water, the running,
the water,
Good 4 o'clock window. Let's go.
Tyreek Hill.
What are we doing?
Tyreek Hill leads the league in receiving yards.
Wow, Tyreek Hill. Who's
Tyreek Hill leads the league in receiving yards. 1,148. It's kind of not even close, dude.
As we head over to the Steel City of Pittsburgh, the Steelers hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals season. Don't know what to make of. Obviously, we know what Renee's picking today. Let's see if Brian will follow suit into Renee. Let's go. What?
I feel a little bit of pressure, but come on. I mean, the Steelers got to figure out what they're doing at quarterback. I don't know if Kenny Pickett is the answer. So I just think
Upset
because
City.
they're a mess, I don't know if offensively they could keep up with Burrow, with Chase, with Mixon, with Higgins. So maybe tight early, maybe 10-10 at the half. But I think Cincinnati ends up pulling away 34-17 over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Joe Burrow throws for not 3, not 4, but 500 yards through the air.
Wowee, dude. I'm rolling with my girl, Renee. I'm going with the Steelers. Upset City. Going to be a close one, dude. Cincinnati gets their hearts broken. No Jamar Chase for them. We were just talking about him, how much they miss him. But regardless, still great team in Cincinnati on both sides of the ball. Joe Burrow, great quarterback, dude. Great young QB. I'm a big Joe Burrow fan, dude. I like him. I think he's a class act, dude. Plays the game well. Plays it the right way. Steelers, Barnes, I agree with everything you said, bro. But it's just going to be upset city. And Pittsburgh is going to – their defense, dude, is going to step up. And they're going to ride the defense's coattails to victory. Kenny Pickett manages the game just enough to get a upset victory, 21-17 over Cincinnati.
All right, as Prefer also says, he's picking the Steelers as well. So, Brian, a little bit of an oddball.
Let's write down the timestamp on this one. We'll talk about it on Monday. Write it down.
So what I'm going to –
Make it a bite, Tony. Make it a bite.
Is it a bite, Tony?
Is that a bite?
I have the time code, okay? Just so you guys know.
Good.
All right, we're heading to our night primetime game here. So we're gonna restart the music yet again. Get Brian excited.
Wait, Tony, let me give you another one. How about that?
Oh, you want a new one?
Ready? Hold on. Where are we?
Think,
I think
dude?
it's called
Oh, you didn't even know, dude.
Power and Glory. Just type in on, dude. You know, you type in NFL film song with bells.
NFL.
This is not it.
NFL what?
I got it.
What is it?
Okay, yeah.
What is that called?
Power and Glory, a new game by Tom Hayden.
A new game.
Done.
Power and Glory, a new game. Oh, I forgot I had the. I was like, what the hell?
All right, here we go.
Here it is,
Power
dude.
and Glory for Chris Collinsworth, Brian's favorite man nowadays.
Yeah,
it seems.
dude.
Tonight, prime time, 8:20, NBC. Your Chargers are hosting the Kansas City Chiefs.
From the frozen tundra of SoFi Stadium.
Oh, my God.
I mean, the one thing I would say here, how could we let's take the 5 out of it.
Honestly.
Maybe it's by 3, but how could we seriously sit here and say that the Chargers have a chance to win this football game? And I know it's easy, the Chiefs. I feel like we get so fixated on things and we have these like assumptions that no one's even talking about Patrick Mahomes. He's got 25 touchdown passes. He literally could throw for 60 touchdown passes this year, the way he's going. And it doesn't matter who's at receiver. I know Smith-Schuster is going to miss some time. I know Valdez-Scantling is banged up. They just brought in Kadarius Toney. He did the stanky leg on his way to a touchdown last week. We know what he does with Travis Kelce. We know what he does with Pacheco out of the backfield. He's unbelievable. And I know it's tough because we look at the history of the Chiefs since Mahomes has been there, covering the number. The number's always inflated. They don't cover it. But I think they do cover it here. I just think the Chargers are banged up. We don't know if Williams and Allen will play. They've been banged up the last couple of weeks, missing the last few games. Eckler's good, but the Chiefs, man, they could. Mahomes is just unbelievable.
Dude, unbelievable.
I think another 4 touchdown passes, another 300 yards. I'm going to say the Chiefs in this one, 41-28 over the Chargers.
I'm in lockstep with Brian.
Lockstep.
The Chargers have no chance. They're gonna get fucking blown out, dude. Mahomes is gonna go off, dude. I think you know what they say have a big game running the ball is Edwards-Helaire, as they say. Dude, you ever notice that? Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
That's how what's Tirico says it.
Yeah.
I thought it was Hilaire.
Dude,
but
it's crazy. I love Tirico with Gruden. He's so bad with content. It's so
I
boring. I used to look forward to that Sunday night broadcast.
With Tirico, basically.
But I used to look forward to that Sunday night broadcast
Without
so much
Michaels
with Michaels. But now Michaels is not the same with Herbstreit.
Yeah, well, dude,
everything's
they
all
had their
up.
pairing, dude. They should have stayed together. But do you like money, Brian?
Yeah.
So
Brian hates money.
Well, anyway, Chiefs, I mean, are going to just roll them, dude. Roll them. Mahomes will probably run for like 100 yards just because he wants to.
I thought he was full of shit. Yeah.
Travis Kelce probably have like 2 or 3 touchdowns.
But that being said, Tony, we got to do our 3 locks.
That's correct.
What are you giving me here?
Oh man, let's see here.
Boy. Oh boy.
For the 3 locks, get myself on the screen.
Yeah,
here.
he has to do the prefer opposite of me.
Well, I go heads up with you every time.
No, I'm just kidding.
Did you took the Lions, right?
Yes. The weekly pick of the Giants.
Yeah, basically, dude.
They become the Bruins of the NFL.
Did you take the Browns as well?
No.
Oh, you did not. Okay.
How many locks do you get?
3.
Three.
All right,
We're on 3. You took the Bears. You took the Colts, right, in the upset.
Yep.
I really like that pick, but I'll just go with the Eagles just because.
Okay.
And then give me the Patriots.
Oh, dude.
Wow, what a
wow.
terrible
The
pick.
disrespect, man.
Terrible.
Good God.
All right, so I'm gonna go definitely the Chiefs,
You're a Chief.
definitely the Ravens, and for the final pick here,
Throw a couple shekels up
right.
there.
let me
Could be
just
nice
take a
payday.
look. I'm Washington. I mean, there's no way they're losing.
Gentleman Jack.
So give me the Commanders, and as a bonus thing here, Matthew, your favorite
bugaboo.
brew, Tony.
Well, what games are left that you guys didn't pick? Or am I allowed to
you just pick
overlap?
any,
just
dude.
do
Pick
whatever.
any.
Pick whatever. All right, here we go. Let me scroll. Dude, I'm all right. Ready? First lock is the Saints over the Rams. Lock that in. And then I'm also gonna take. Can we jump to Monday night, or did we just preview Sunday?
Only Sunday.
Okay. Dude, lock in the Jets, dude. Our Jets over the Pats.
Hell yeah.
All right. And then want to pick a good one here.
Pick a good one, dude.
Pick a good one. And then
Pick a
dude,
good one, dude.
upset city, bro.
The
Steelers
divorce
over the
is
Bengals.
happening.
Lock it in.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, mine.
And wow.
The three kind of like subpar, what people would think would be subpar matchups.
Yeah.
Low scoring games. Better way to put that.
And one thing I wanted to mention before you thought it was breaking news?
Yeah, I had it queued up,
it's
dude.
not breaking news. I think it came out earlier this morning. But Titans offensive coordinator Todd Downing.
Do you think he was pumped they won?
Was charged with DUI and speeding early Friday morning. This is back in Tennessee. Posted a $2,500 bond. So I guess Downing was hammered coming off the plane. So obviously not a good look for Tennessee. Hopefully it doesn't hurt them. Obviously just a distraction that you just don't want to have.
Yeah.
But just thought I would mention that. But I've been waiting to talk about this, Tony. Let's go to the world of the National Hockey League.
Here's Matthews. Scores! Patrick Goal!
My goodness, this is a great shot.
Big hit on the far side by McCarr. He flattens Jordan Stahl. Oh my goodness! Gets the top right back. Terrified and robbed by Shesterkin. That's brilliant from Igor Shesterkin. It's a breakaway to win it in overtime. McDavid scores the winner in overtime.
All right. And I actually just updated the picks.
We got stopped around last night.
But Tony, is that? Oh yeah, right. Okay, sorry. I know I'm just talking to myself, but
It's okay.
you hit with the Titans,
Mhm.
and then you hit with your Bruins, who are never going to lose again. But other than that, and then I hit with the Penguins. Other than that, we lost every game.
I know, terrible, dude. I told you don't pick against Devils.
You did, but it doesn't matter. They're going to lose next game. I'm telling you,
Dude, no way, dude. Overtime loss against the Maple Leafs? No.
but would you
They got
agree with me
momentum,
this?
bro.
Because you
What?
didn't want to hear it at the time. But if we think back to the baseball season, when the Mets were riding high, you just expected, they're going to play at an 800-900 clip the rest of the season. It's the same thing with the Devils. They're going to go 2-8 in a stretch. It's bound to happen. It's documented. That type of thing happens. They're riding a hot streak, but at some point it's going to come to an end. So I'm not going to just keep thinking they're going to ride this thing to 25 games. Tony.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure. And it's, we mentioned, the team who currently has the longest streak in the NHL history being the Penguins. I don't think they made it past the first round of the playoffs that year, So, what?
No, it's funny because Mike would be like, dude.
I know.
They're going to win 100 in a row.
Yeah, no. Obviously, they're going to have a bad streak, but I mean, it's a Devils team right now where they obviously have some games to play with. They're incredibly young, incredibly talented. They have a very solid, and they've really struck lightning in a bottle, Brian.
Vanacek.
With Vanacek, as that Blackwood injury, obviously, coming as to kind of a delight for them in using Vanacek. He's young. He's a goaltender they could build around. There's not a lot of holes in their play right now. If they do find some, I'm sure they can fill some, by trading away some young talent, maybe for a couple of veterans if they needed the trade deadline here. We know a lot of names are going to be up for grabs for them. So, I think that the Devils are going to be very dangerous if they continue to be a solid team. They don't have to have another winning streak like this, Like if they're just solid throughout the rest of the season, they're going to make the playoffs. If they make the playoffs, then we take it from there. They may be able to stir something up here.
All right. Well, we have to talk about it. And that was actually good that you had the shot of Matthew because he has the Rangers hat on. I want the synopsis. I want the full. I don't want anything held back here, Tony. 3-2 in Seattle, falling in overtime. Give it to me straight. What the hell happens?
Well, I think honestly, Kreider, I think, said it best, as he typically does in these post-game interviews.
Oh, by the way, not to cut you off, but you see Shesterkin hit something on the way out.
He was pissed.
No, he was tight. I mean,
as he should be.
As he should be, obviously. It was a tough loss in overtime, and Shesterkin had some fucking crazy saves all game.
Didn't matter for nothing.
All right, thank you. Flashing the glove here, kicking the leg out
I'm
sometimes.
Saying it's not his fault.
No, it's not his fault. I mean, he had 29 saves, and 32 shot attempts here. But like I was saying, Kreider typically, as he does, he says it best in the postseason interviews here, holding themselves accountable, which is what he does every time. They played great hockey in the first period here. You'll get some of the stats, you'll get some of the scoring here. Seattle scored almost immediately in the first couple of minutes. Obviously, not the start you want from the Rangers. We talk about them, coming out hot, not flat-footed. They were flat-footed. It's the poor defense, honestly, I think is what starts a big problem here. Adam Fox has been solid for his past few games. Jacob Trouba has been kind of a disappointment, honestly, all season. But they give that one goal. McCann scores on Seattle, and obviously you can't doubt McCann, right? You can't doubt Seattle's talent because we've seen what they've been doing. They've had some very bright spots this season. But then, we kind of score one, later in the period towards the tail end here on the power play. Mika Zibanejad. And that right there, after that first goal given up, they're playing good defense. They're playing solid offense. They're playing strong late into this first period. So strong that obviously, Seattle commits, a penalty. They get the man advantage, and they capitalize on that. That's exactly what you want to see late in that first period, tying it up, go into that first intermission, being, hey, we have momentum on our side. We just scored. We can come out here hot. Second period, as we've seen before, I feel like all season, Rangers just are not even playing, basically. It's really just stupid penalties, stupid giveaways, stupid plays, people not in the right position, trying to force passes, trying to force shots. Luckily enough, some of their defense was solid enough where, Seattle didn't score either. But I mean, it was just kind of like a total breakdown here. Like they just looked like nothing. Like they came out in the second period looking nothing like the team they looked like going into that first intermission. And it's execution like that is just hogwash, and honestly, at this point, I don't even care if it's Gallant's fault, because Gallant's not on the ice. Okay, you want to fire him, that's fine. They need more leadership. Is what it is.
Bad that he possibly might have to get fired.
I feel like since last year and the way the playoffs ended, that team last year, I don't care about Colorado, I don't care about Tampa, all the runs to the Stanley Cups. That team last year should have won a Stanley Cup. And I just don't think down the stretch he executed well. And I think this is
made a couple
hangover.
Dumb decisions in
the
conference.
I think this is a hangover effect. I don't think all the players are on board. They probably didn't like what he did with Capo. That was controversial.
Yeah.
That was wild, dude. We thought he was gonna get traded. Remember, that's all we kept saying.
Yeah, because he didn't play. Yeah. So, and it was the fucking kid line. You're probably most not profitable, but most productive line in that series. You know, the latter end of the playoffs for the Rangers here. That was your most productive line, and whatever you were doing. Yes, stupid decision, poor management, obviously, poor coaching. But nonetheless, I mean, I feel like Gallant for the most part, his strategy isn't like that stupid. It's these players going out there. They need some kind of like sense of urgency, drive on the ice. We saw that in a few games this season. We saw it at the end of this first period here. They come out second period, it's just trash. It's no good. They have no drive. Like, who is like where's Troop? Where's your captain?
Well,
where's your captain?
See, there's another thing. I know they vote on it, this and that. I just don't think you should have been named the captain. I'm sorry. If you asked me before they did that, he's the last guy I would have named.
I mean,
I should have named
I think
either
Kreider.
Panarin or
or Mika. Mika's
Zibanejad's sick. I love him, bro. He's so nasty.
That was just not the way to go.
No, it wasn't. It's very odd. I mean, I understand there is like a tradition in picking a defenseman as the captain, but I mean, I think that's total bullshit. I mean, you think about what type of captain like Ryan Callahan was when he was a great captain.
Yeah,
he had phenomenal hands. He was a fucking little forward who was just a bruiser almost, dude. He was such a gritty player. And I think, obviously, again, I mean, they picked him, right? So you have to think that they believe in him somehow. But I mean, you look at someone like Kreider last season, who, the most veteran Ranger on the team. You see him last man off the ice every time, dabbing everyone up, first man on. He led by example last year, having the most goals in the team, having the most points. I mean, like, he did so well for the team. Why he would pick Trouba? They would pick Trouba. I mean, you don't know. Everyone is saying that. Every Ranger fan is wondering why. But obviously only they know. But nonetheless, captain or not, you can still have someone else step up and be a voice and try and get behind this team. I mean, third period comes along, you give up another goal, a little bit early on, about 9 minutes in here. And then, here we go again. Power play opportunity. Late in the third period, you get Trocheck scoring. Obviously, Vincent Trocheck, who's been great on faceoffs. He's had some points here and there. A great off-season acquisition. Kind of, making a bigger splash here. Power play goal, tying up the game. You're going into overtime, where, of course, you really don't want to find yourself often, because in 3-on-3, as we say, anything could really happen. And, of course, anything happens for Seattle here, as Schultz kind of gets the game winner with an assist by Eberle. I mean, it just sucks. This is a game that should not have been even in question to be going in overtime. It should have been a second period. We scored 3 goals in the second period. We're up 4-1. And then, maybe like the third period is as is, and we end up winning this game 5-2. It's what it should have been. It's what I want it to be. But unfortunately, you just have lackluster play is what it is. I really don't care if you think it's Gallant. It comes down to the players. It really does. They just have to do better. It can't be this inconsistent play. I don't care who your coach is. The players can rally around themselves, and I think that's a fact. Again, it's just another instance. If they all don't like Gallant, well, then rally around that. Fuck him. Like he later, dude. Happy birthday, Matt.
Matthew. It was quite the pleasure.
Oh, Matthew.
And I'm sure we will see you all.
Let's see you later, dude. Sausage, peppers.
The Sports Port.
Gaming Corner.
Gaming Corner.
Yes.
Love yous. But Tony, and I know you're gonna be annoyed by me saying this, but if I had to pick, it doesn't Halak or not. I almost think the Sharks might beat them tomorrow. Honestly, the way they're playing. And that's so embarrassing. It's so ridiculous. But if you just show up and you don't put in 100% and you don't have intensity, this is the National Hockey League. You're going to fall flat on your face.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. With the way they've been playing, though, I feel like they're going to have a phenomenal game against the Sharks and then fumble it against
Carlson's on a heater, though. He already has 11. He scored another one last night.
I know. He's great, right?
He's
so good, dude.
It took 5 years for that to happen. And speaking of such, there's one game tonight. So I say let's just skip over tonight and just pick for
There's
tomorrow.
one game tonight. What a slate, huh?
Yeah. Let's just pick tomorrow. We could actually go 4, I believe. Yeah. Because there's a lot of games, and I'm sure I'll start with the Rangers. And I'm just kind of I almost like it doesn't make sense, and especially the way they're playing. But tell me that I'm wrong here. I feel like just for whatever, just like a pattern, they're gonna go with the lock.
It might be. I mean, they have. I don't think they have any. Do they have it back? They don't have
No,
any
it's not a back to back,
but
but they just do that. It's so annoying, and I know that's gonna happen. I think I will guarantee that over anything for tomorrow's
and
game.
it's so annoying. They have a game tomorrow, and then they're off till Tuesday.
Yeah,
they have a game Saturday, rather. They're off till
after
Tuesday.
they made us wait it out,
like
all week
unbelievable,
this week.
dude. But nonetheless, I'm not gonna pick this game. I think I'm gonna stay away from it.
Wow, that's a first, Tony.
Or maybe I will. Honestly, it depends on what you take after me here.
Oh, and not to cut you off, but I just want to update. I have 15 points. You have 14, so very close right now.
Let's fucking go, dude.
Yeah.
Love it. Love the competition here. As Michael does say, it's the Devils' time, and that's what I'm going with first here. Devils against the Senators in Ottawa.
Rough.
I don't give a shit. Overlook spot, whatever you think, dude. It's gonna be their 12th win in a row here. I mean, you really cannot discredit here the Devils. I understand they're not going to win every game, as Brian says. Of course, they're not going to win every game here from here on out. But nonetheless, I mean, I saw one goal last night by Jesper Bratt. I mean, absolute phenomenal setup just by that line that he was on. You had some great forecheck by the Devils. They able to get the puck around to maybe mid-ice by the side of the boards here. Somebody's there. Jesper is just free. Middle of the ice right here. They bloop that puck out. He gets it a little just over the glove. Phenomenal goal here. And that's just like textbook shit. And that's why, honestly, they have this winning streak. I mean, it's not, you can't just win 10, 11 games in a row here off of nothing. They're doing the little things correctly. They are, fundamentally sound right now. They really have great vision in the ice. They're putting themselves in the position to have scoring opportunities, and then they're executing, they're following through with those opportunities here. So give me the Devils here. You look, obviously, the 3-2 victory last night in overtime against the Maple Leafs. That's just great. A really gritty win against a really reputable team, obviously. But before that, they won 5-1 against the Canadiens, and I think that Canada, unfortunately, here they're going to sweep Canada. I think for the second time here this season. So give me the Devils here against Ottawa. I'll say 3-0.
All right. And for me to start out, obviously there's a lot of games here, but I'm gonna go with the Hurricanes. They're in Minnesota, and you were telling me, the Wild, they gave up 6 goals last night and lost to the Penguins. Gustafsson, I guess maybe he is worse than Halak. Who really knows? But I think the Hurricanes are good. I know Choker's pumped up about them.
They are.
And I think it's great that they have so many options at tender. We see how hard it is to have that. And I think offensively, Nikas, Aho, they have a lot of different ways they can go. So I don't think this one's going to be close. I think on the road, give me the Hurricanes here 4-1 over the Wild.
All right, my next game here, just thinking. I guess, I'll take the Rangers. Why not?
I can't stay away from it.
Starting off here, the California trip, second game here of the West Coast trip. It's San Jose now. I believe it's LA, then it's Anaheim.
Dude, I do not feel good about this trip.
LA is not going to be good. I know, dude. Historically, they do very well against California. And we're going to see, tomorrow. I understand we talk about, Erik Karlsson here.
I think he might have a hat trick.
Dude, let's take it easy here. He has 28 points in the season, 11 goals, 17 assists, right? And we know they have Logan Couture on San Jose as well. Timo Meyer, as amongst a few others. I'm just looking at the injury report here. No one really injured for the Sharks. No one really for the Rangers either. And I did mention, the Rangers have been kind of doing this inconsistent play where, they fumble it in OT against Seattle. I'm expecting, honestly, a bounce back win here against San Jose. I mean, you look at their last 5, right? Started with the Islanders here. Tough loss, 4-3. They bounced back against Detroit, 8-2. Okay, and then a tough loss to Nashville, 2-1. They bounced back against Arizona, 4-1. And now here we see this tough loss in overtime, 3-2. Let's say bounce back win against San Jose. I'm going to say 5-3. Let's go Rangers, huh?
And I don't care if it's Skinner, if it's Campbell. The Oilers are playing the way they did last year before they got Kane, and obviously, he's out, so it's kind of there's a similarity there. But yeah, I just think Vegas, and we saw them dismantle Vizmelka. I was wrong about that one, 4-1 last night. And I just think Vegas is too good right now. So I don't think that one's going to be close. Logan Thompson doing a decent job in net. Only 1 goal allowed last night. So give me Marcia Schultz and oh my God.
Phil Kessel. Jack Eichel.
Oh yeah. There we go. Eichel, 2 goals each, 4-0 Vegas over Edmonton.
All right, next game. We're going to continue staying in Canada here. We're hitting all the Canadian teams. Canada,
maple syrup.
Toronto is going to be hosting Buffalo Sabres here. I know Buffalo not a long ride for them, but nonetheless here, you think about the skid that Buffalo has been on. It's just been absolutely atrocious, honestly. Some I guess highlights of offense here: scoring 4 goals against Vancouver, 4 goals against Golden Knights, but then they give up 5. They give up 7. I think against Toronto here, who obviously tight on the overtime loss. Matt Murray was in net for them, their worst goaltender. I don't care who they have in net, whether it's Kallgren or Samsonov. Not to mention their offense. They're just a better team all around here compared to Buffalo. Give me Toronto in an absolute, revenge spot. Toronto pissed off. Give me Toronto here 5-1.
All right. I am going to take the Avalanche over the Washington Capitals. We've talked about the struggles of the Caps. I know the Avalanche haven't been perfect, but Georgiev's playing pretty well. I wish he was still on the Rangers. So I just think we're going to see the Avalanche really find their groove. They're just too talented, and I know they lost Kadri, but they have a lot of talented guys. You think about Makar and Rantanen, just to name a couple. McKinnon. I mean, they could come at you so many different ways. But I'm going to say over Washington on the road, 5-3.
Okay. I like it. All right. Last pick.
Canadiens.
I am going to go with that game, I believe.
Wow, Tony. I feel like we have such good synergy. Like, we just know what each other's thinking. Yeah. Like, every time I say, oh, I don't think you do. Oh, yeah. And then.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised you didn't say Bruins.
Yeah, actually, that you actually are right. But I think the reason is, and what
Canada.
Well, it's not even just Canada. It's just the fact that the Bruins can't win every game. They're gonna slip up.
I know they're gonna slip up.
Gonna do
honestly,
it.
I didn't even see.
I was actually thinking about going to this game tomorrow, but it's a little pricey.
Is it really? TD Garden?
Yeah, I mean, good seats, about $180. The hotel, the drive. It's just annoying.
Against Chicago, dude, I can see them slipping up against Chicago. That's gonna be a great game, dude. Great game for sure.
Mazurek?
Probably. Yeah. Anyway, dude. So, I think if Tortorella loses another game, I think he may murder somebody. So I'm going to pick the Flyers here against the Canadiens. We know, obviously, the Canadiens, some young talent here, breakout talent. Flyers had a start of a really decent season, and they've just been on this absolute ridiculous skid here. The Binder is right. I mean, you're just looking at the last few games here. I'm trying to see. Last time they won was November 8th, so they're on a 5-game skid right now, landing right here in Montreal. Kevin Hayes, solid season so far. He's looking at some stats here. Scott Lawton, decent. Zach McEwen, okay, I guess. But I mean, I know that the rest of their defense is Tony DeAngelo, solid. Ivan Provorov, solid, I guess. But obviously they haven't really been doing very well. Carter Hart, besides a couple, I think he has 3 pretty tough overtime losses here. Without those, I mean, he has a really good record. He's been playing really well here in Philly for Tortorella. So I'm going to say, Cam Atkinson, maybe a nice breakout game finally. I mean, you think about Cam Atkinson, I think it was Columbus where he was just doing really well. He's from Greenwich, I believe, Cam Atkinson. So I want to say maybe a nice game from him. I haven't really heard of him having a really great game in a while. Catching Montreal here by surprise. Tortorella can maybe lower the blood pressure a little few ticks here. Give me the Flyers. Tight game, 4-3.
Yeah. And you kind of gave me the idea. I
Bruins?
wasn't going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to go Blackhawks.
Whoa!
I mean, like I said, they got to lose.
Yeah.
Chicago's played tough for a team that's not expected to compete. So you think about Kane and Taves, guys that have been around a while. So I think they spell the upset at the Prudential Center tomorrow. 2-1 in overtime. Both goals by Patty Kane himself.
I like it, Brian.
More likely tomorrow, Halak or a Rangers loss.
Oh, I guess Halak.
Isn't it crazy though? There's no reason. Don't start him.
Like, no, just don't start him.
Oh my God. I know I'm gonna scroll down because they play later on, and I'm gonna see. Right? Isn't it so tight to scroll down and then you just see his name confirmed? Gosh. It's like, what? And Shesterkin in the morning will be unconfirmed though. They always pull that.
Always.
Unbelievable.
Really is, dude. Outrageous.
So, couple housekeeping notes on the way out here.
Yeah, baby.
First, congratulations to Aaron Judge, American League MVP.
Oh,
Paul
did he?
Goldschmidt, National League MVP.
Yeah, Paulie.
Yesterday. What a show. What a life. So, of course, we're still waiting on the Judge free agency decision.
Crazy. What is taking so long, Brian?
I think he is taking advantage of the situation. I think it's actually going to help the Yankees because I think one big thing. But first, hitting the hashish a little bit before he signs on the dotted line, he's saying, "Hal, listen, you got to improve this team. Like I'm staying here to win a championship. You can't, start Josh Donaldson and Aaron Hicks and expect different results this year." So I think that's going to make Hal be more aggressive. Maybe they get a big ticket free agent we're not seeing. Think a little sabbatical. I really do want to go with the youth. I mean, sure, Trey Turner would be nice, but I'd rather have Volpe and Peraza and the chance of them being everyday starters for 15 years. That would be awesome.
Trey Turner would be dope, though.
Trey Turner would be, but I think we're better off with Rodon. I just have Rodon in the playoffs.
I think they're both going to the Mets, though.
Tony, legend.
They're both going to the Mets, I think.
Legend.
They're both going to the Mets, though, dude.
But we'll see. Obviously, he's a loser. But we know that. We got quite some time. Strike 3. But just wanted to give them a shout out. And then lastly, strike 3. Andrew Putnam leading the RSM Classic. One shot clear of Harry Higgs and Joel Damon. Champion crowned on Sunday. We will give you the winner on Monday.
Wow. Andrew Heaney, dude.
What about him?
Nothing.
That was a little bit of an oddball there.
You said Andrew Putnam, and I just you said Andrew. Just reminded
little bit of an oddball.
Andrew Heaney, dude. Dude, just want to watch some baseball, dude.
I know, but we got hockey. We got a lock.
I know hockey, dude. We're gonna have an exciting weekend for hockey. Honestly, there's gonna be a lot to look forward to here.
I mean, what's the mindset if it's Halak starts, Carlson the game winner, 3-2 in overtime? I mean, what's your mindset after that?
Honestly, the mindset after that is just maybe, dude, bring some people up from Hartford. I don't even know what to tell you.
Should we go to a Wolfpack game to scout them out?
Honestly, maybe we should, dude. We should act like the scouts too. Let's go there dressed up nice with some whistles and clipboards.
Maybe some whiskey.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, jeez, it's tough though. It's tough. Because I know you're like this too, Tony. My number one pet peeve is when people are over negative. So I always try to not be that guy, but I just feel like I'm just being truthful here, and it hasn't been good.
I know. But the thing about hockey though is like this Rangers team can kind of figure it out mid-season and go on a tear for the second half of the season, make the playoffs, and then go to the Cup. Like, it's that type of sport where you just have that momentum in your favor. You could ride that out like heavily, dude. Like, it's once you figure it out and you have that chemistry, you have that speed, you have that timing down. It's all about timing. Once they get the timing down, we're going to see a better team than what we saw last year. So, yeah.
But is that within, or do you feel, a guy here, a guy there from outside the organization?
I mean, I think in terms of timing, that has to be within. Bringing somebody else in isn't really going to help with that type of timing with the team. Because bringing another guy who's just as fast or faster than, they're still going to have to figure it out. So timing's going to have to happen within, and then we can maybe assess. Like, all right, we need some guy who can, maybe forecheck better, or we need some guy who can, I don't know, battle in front of the net a little bit better. Then you can kind of make it from there. So obviously, you would like to see sooner rather than later they figure it out. But I mean, hey, you just got to be, like you said, positive. So, and I think we have the talent. The talent's there, dude. They just need like that mindset. They just like do or die is what they need right now.
What's your breaking point for Gallant?
Honestly, I would think like, God, I really don't like changing coaches mid-season, but I would say to come trade deadline if it's like a shit show still.
What if they right now end up losing 7 in a row, 8 in a row? Is it time?
I mean, we gotta have like who's stepping in.
Do we know one assistant? Can you give me one assistant on the staff?
Dude, they're nobodies, bro. No, I don't know actually.
New York Rangers coaching staff. Let's see.
I know the general manager's
Chris
Thank you, dude. Oh no, I just want like a fucking roster of them, dude. Like, don't give me an article. Are these the dudes? Gord Murphy, Mike Kelly, and Jim Midgley.
I'm guessing no one you've heard of.
No, dude. Who are these dudes, dude?
I kind of think that's
I think they're brought up from the Wolfpack, honestly.
Yeah. So
prior to that, he was this guy, Midgley. He was a scout for the Flyers. That's great. He's also the assistant for Team Canada at the Women's World Championships in Calgary. Prior to that, he was an assistant in a German league. 9 years coaching, assistant coach there. He was a bench coach at Acadia University. So nothing great there. Smith, former defenseman who played with the Oilers, won 3 Stanley Cups. Oh, he must have played with
Smith,
yeah. 58, former defenseman.
That's the interim guy.
Yeah. I think that could be your guy. Defender, dude. He also played with the Flames. Scout for Chicago for 08 to 2010. That would be interesting. He scouted some young guys for Chicago. That was back when they were really good. Had a stint in Carolina. Last gig was with the Sabres, dude. Kind of with the down sign here. So I think that would be your guy, I suppose, to be interim. Would be Smith here. Just getting a second look at him. Oh, wait a minute. Smith is the guy they hired for Hartford. Hiring Steve Smith for the Wolfpack. Interesting. So he's down in Hartford right now.
Barry Melrose?
Oh, gosh, dude.
Matthew
Barnaby.
Get hammered.
Oh, my God, dude. And of course, opening up a training camp. Yeah, dude, this is not great, dude, huh?
Do you remember Matthew Barnaby playing?
No.
You heard of the name, though?
Yeah, definitely.
Because he was on ESPN.
Right, I recall that.
And then, he got a DUI and deported back to Canada.
Wow, do you not even... He's not really popular. There we go. Ice hockey player.
Yeah, I wonder what, like, his... Only 49.
49 from Ottawa.
Wait, see, like, go to Wikipedia. What's he doing now?
Playing career, legal problems.
Any recent legal problems? Or?
March 2020.
Oh, he was arrested.
In Nashville. He was drunk at a bar. Got into an altercation with some bar and choked the bar's bouncer. Assault and public intoxication. That's crazy. He was arrested for domestic violence in 2011. Arrested near his home in Clarence, New York. Police found him driving a car that had damage to the front, the DUI. Later in life, seen AAA hockey, dude.
He blew it, dude.
Really did. Yeah, really 07.
Yeah. No. That's what happens,
That sucks, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, in totality, Tony, let's just get it together, one win at a time.
Oh my God! Here comes Michael. First of all, a little while ago, every game is the same thing. It's over. You need a new culture, new management, new players.
Wait, you don't think he's talking about the
Take
Mets?
it easy, bro. No, everything's about the Yankees. He also says, I
Definitely
feel
not
bad
talking about the Yankees.
for the Rangers fans having to deal with this right now. The Devils would never pull anyone up from Hartford ever. Well, no, it's because their minor league team is in Albany, I believe.
Yes.
So
We
thanks,
don't have
Mike.
that option, Michael.
Yeah, no, but they would just, marry their sister-in-law, I guess.
Yeah. Like
Martin Brodeur, dude. Leave the kid, take the sister-in-law.
But
I wonder what he's doing at Thanksgiving dinner this year.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But all I know is, Tony, I'm going to try to take your approach and just go into this weekend with the mindset everything's all right.
Yeah.
One game at a time. So let's.
All right. Honestly, I would think. What did I say? We have San Jose now, and then LA.
In Anaheim
on Tuesday. So it's like sick weekend, I guess, for the Rangers.
Yeah.
But San Jose, I really do think it's going to be a dub. It's going to be a tough dub, but it's going to be a dub.
Carlson might have a goal.
Carlson, dude, again, like we've seen Logan Couture have a decent season too. He's been like so quiet since he got injured like 3 years ago, tore his MCL or his ACL twice back to back. It was crazy. And then even Timo Meyer, we know what he could do. So
not going to be easy, but have the horses. So
we have the horses. It could be possible here. So it should be interesting to see what happens. But I'm worried about LA. That's for sure. We've seen what the Kings could do. They have a game tonight, actually. The Kings, against
Anaheim.
Anaheim? No, they're not. It's not. Is it Vancouver?
It might be Vancouver.
I think it's a Canada team, honestly. Canucks, yeah.
Oh, right. Forgot there's one game tonight. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the one game tonight, dude. Which you want to heads up on it?
Yeah. Canucks.
Kings.
Done.
Let's go. Consider it handled, dude. Yeah.
But honestly, Tony,
I love that.
What a day.
Extra purchase right there.
What a week. What a life. And such a treat having the birthday boy in studio.
I know. Grace our presence. Grace us with his presence. That's
great to have Matthew back in the fold here. But really would like to thank everybody for tuning in, continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. Archives on the YouTube page. Tony, Michael, Renee in costume, the merch, downtimetv.com. Everybody enjoy the day, enjoy the weekend, enjoy the games. Let's go Rangers and Jets.
Let's go Rangers and Jets.
And we will see you
on
Monday.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.